on the Sainz in his battle with Fernando Alonso. Well, Sainz
behind Magnussen. Oh, he's round. He's lost it. One in, hits the loud pedal, and he drops it on the west.
He's lost it way into the corner. His tyre's damaged.
With all of the drivers' identification, so it's very clear. Surround sound Formula One. We got the right on the racetrack over there, underneath the flood on the curve here. And now he lost it in the apex. He didn't even get as far as getting too high on the curve. And takes it.
Geweest. Dan Pierre Gasly, bam, ook daar de touché.
And it's Hartley got into the side of Perez.
Yeah, but this is the incident that you can see in front. Hartley and Perez. Going wheel to wheel. Fernando Alonso's got to watch out. Alonso rather squeezed them up a bit. That's where
he's slack. I don't really know where Lewis could have.
Then you get a crosswind into a tailwind there. His F2 debut.
Way in.
Was he just warming? He was warming up for a lap. He was warming up for a lap on the old
Procedures in place to try and get them out of this hole.
Lewis Hamilton then, fastest man on the circuit so far this morning here in Shanghai. Quickly as you can.
And the rear just stepped out at the wrong moment. That could have been a big one. See the speed of the snap there. He thought he kept his foot down a bit too much on the AstroTurf. He picked up a bit of mid-corner understeer in turn 10. That put the car, but the problem was he tried to keep a little bit too much momentum.
The car is a T-Rex.
Leave him on the way out.
Verstappen on the inside of Vettel, they touched! That was inevitable!
No, I don't think it was a...
I don't think I need to say anything here.
No, I'm afraid you've got to give that... Well, Willie.
Well, they're very nearly. They touch again. Verstappen. Gasly gets very, very close. And Hartley...
His copybook, that's 100% his fault. Well, Pierre, the door's got to be open before you can close it. No, that's not an overtaking move. That's was expected to be the Wonder Boy, wasn't he? But it's typical.
Exactly the same thing.
Something that's very unstable at the back of that car.
Now, did he get a bit beached on the curve?
And that was shut down first, and then there were the telltale flames, and lost the rear on the way in.
And he has to.
It was a bigger hit, going the opposite way to the corner.
There's the two Williams, Sorokin and Stroll, sides, and this is where, solely to Kimi Raikkonen then.
Yeah, have a look at that already.
Otmar, thank you. Ocon.
I think Raikkonen deserves a bit more space than that, to be honest, looking back at race control, but yeah, I think they'll see that as a racing incident.
See the gap there? But
some wing damage, that's why he's had to come in. Whoa, that...
Is that Gasly? No wonder. And that could have been...
I should have got out of it.
Yeah. All weekend, haven't we? You know, at the split stunt.
Held on to the wheel as well.
Ooh.
He just locked the rears on the way in. He was brave to go in there. It wasn't wheel to wheel what you want to see,
but he's going to try and dive down. He and Sunday have crashed. They've gone into each other. And Daniel Ricciardo.
Bottas won the Grand Prix.
The pits.
He was too committed, wasn't he, Daniel?
Between Bottas and Lewis Hamilton as we watch these It was your verdict. Airport.
He's just dropped it himself.
Did this behind the safety car before, but
what happened? The entry here, and so Ricciardo's been caught out by it.
Roman Grosjean turns left.
It's just gone round. When you lose the rear, it's possible with that. We'll dig in. But it's like slow.
Harder task at turn 9, but
it's a tailwind.
Lance Stroll, similar to Grosjean, just couldn't stop in time. Lock up on the inside. And Hulkenberg could do nothing to avoid him and goes off the track loop.
Overtaking you, it's like a big pendulum, and that
moves out, and then suddenly there's a Haas in the way. The Williams in front of him,
flailing around. He'll have to make a pit very quickly, but he's losing a huge amount of performance as we see a Williams in the back. Days for the Williams team. Well, that was a very, very unusual crash. I've never seen a phone, but he was a long 1991. I've never seen a car go off on the exit of turn.
Oh, he's got on the dirt on the way into the corner. No. Up there, and yeah, just gone straight on the back, and
The red flag, of course.
yeah, that's a big impact.
That is session end.
He's got to eradicate
no.
the mistakes. Yes.
Reason why. Oh, he's hit the wall, Paul, going into Sandoval, and that.
Exactly. So he hit the barrier on the way in. We've seen that happen before, and there was not much.
We've seen cars
just a
hit
bit too
that
much.
barrier, but that's just taking. Well, look how fast Sainz came up on Verstappen, and then look how is Leclerc actually going to go for it here, and oh, he can't stop, and he has gone straight on.
A big puff there. You did see his left front brake. He did actually rub the barrier, but the problem came before that. That'll be a shot you'll see in the magazines in the.
Once again, the minute he starts to go, you can't.
That's it, can you? There's no.
Sergei Sorokin.
That's very odd, isn't it? Oh, it's hard.
Two, and eventually Verstappen.
Oh, and there's a massive crash. It's Brendan Hartley, and he's got.
In turn 5. I'm a little bit surprised Brendan was out there, to be honest, but not as surprised as Lance Stroll was, clearly.
Look at it here, and he makes contact with Carlos Sainz. Sergio Perez.
Man, what did Sainz do? He just took me off.
And he got on the curb. He got on the curb as well, and tailwind.
Yeah.
Right at that moment, the rear lets go.
And what happens when there's a tailwind?
Oh, he loses the rear quick. They're generally the worst. That's the worst, and might explain why.
No.
Yeah, so it just unsettled the car. I suspect it was a little bit pointy as he went in.
Wow, just came
It's
off
just
in a
fallen
so
off.
he is carrying full speed around.
Off at a fair rate as well.
And then look at the speed of
Back. Who taps Bottas? Vettel did.
Yeah, Vettel locked up. He certainly gained a lot of meters with that. And there's contact. And at that point, the Ferrari locked up and tagged him. So braver on the brakes. We lock up and knock him out of the race. The sun was shining. And that was then Gasly.
Just ahead of him. Perez is a lock-up from Raikkonen. And then
But there was already some damage to the force engine. It was sparking away, wasn't it?
you've got Marcus Ericsson taking to the runoff area. You've got alongside him.
And that's Vettel.
It is. Behind him, they're having their own personal Williams battle at the front wing. We didn't. As the tyre blew, that might take us through to the end of the race. Ooh.
There you go. Yeah.
It wasn't grass, it was gravel. Whoa.
Yeah, that's a bizarre situation.
Gone off at turn 1. The camera's not quite.
Okay, mate. I think it was the bump. I missed the button. Yep, okay, understood.
Okay, and then no.
Touch those curbs, yeah.
On the inside
pretty
tyre.
I've seen lots of drive, yeah. So it's a similar thing to what happened to the Williams earlier on in the high side. You catch it one way.
Yeah, okay, back.
Error, really. You know,
It's got a red flag situation then here at Silverstone because of this massive failure on the front left upset. Such a sudden reaction as he put the and then slewing over the gravel into